First of all, thanks for being here in my YouTube channel. So in this lesson number 1 for the preparation of RRB JE 2019, we are going to solve 30 to 40 questions only on the topic directions. Because direction is most important topic for all the competitive prelims exam. So now in RRB JE in the syllabus we can able to see a topic direction. So if you are already preparing for any competitive exam, then you know how the direction question will be. But if you are a fresher, just now starting the preparation of RRB JE, then before watching this video, my advice is go to my YouTube channel and check the playlist. You will definitely find the direction playlist. Try to watch all these 7 different lessons initially. So once you watch all the 7 different lessons, definitely you will be strong on the topic direction. So after learning 7 different lessons, try to watch this video. Or otherwise you can go visit my website feelfreetolearn.com, and I think in reasoning section the first topic is direction. You can able to see all these 7 different lesson videos. So lesson number 1, we have just taught you what is a direction topic, how the question will be, and how to draw a diagram. Lesson number 2, a basic question in the topic direction. Lesson number 3, we have solved most of the question by using a Pythagoras theorem, right? And lesson number 4, northeast, southwest, interesting question. Lesson number 5 is most important for RRB JE, because when you look into the memory based question paper of 2015 RRB JE, most of the question that is related to based on angles, that is on direction topic, right? And lesson number 6, a miscellaneous question. We have just solved 10 or 15 questions. That was a collective memory based question of various competitive exams. Then lesson number 7, it's a new pattern question that was asked in 2017 and 18 in some IT sector interviews and also some bank exams and competitive exams. So before watching this video, try to watch all these 7 different lessons and practice more and more number of questions. So once you do that, then come back to this video and watch the complete video, so that this will definitely help you to get 1 mark in the direction topic of RRB JE. So initially what we are going to do is we are going to solve the 5 or 6 question that was asked in RRB JE 2015 memory based question. So after that, let me move on to some of the example question in the topic direction. So after watching this video, don't forget to share it to your friends so that your friends can also learn this. So now we will be solving some of the memory based equation that was asked in RRB JE 2015 exams, right? They have many shift conducted on 2015. So let me move on to the first question, which was asked in RRB JE 2015 26th of August, that is shift number 2. So first question, starting from his house, Mohan walks 10 km to the south. So let me keep this as a Mohan house. So from this point where Mohan is walking 10 km towards the southern direction. Then turn left and walks 12 km. So if he is walking in this direction, right hand side will be this side, left hand side will be this side. So after reaching this point, he is turning left and walking 12 kilometers. He turned right and walked 5 kilometers. So finally from this point, again he is turning right and he is walking 5 kilometers. And the last point, finally he turned right and walked 20 kilometers. So listen here, if he is walking in the southern direction, right hand side will be this side. So finally he is taking a right turn and walking 20 kilometers. We already know that this will be 12 kilometer and definitely this will be the remaining 8 kilometer. So only then we can say the total distance will be 20 kilometer. So this will be the starting point and this will be the ending point. So what is the question? How far he is from the starting point? So from the starting point, our target to find what is the distance. Then what you guys have to do? First you need to frame a small dotted line, and also next thing you need to frame a right angle triangle. So our target to find what is the slope distance. So if you need to find what is the slope, question mark is equal to root of a square plus b square, and this will be the value of b and this will be the value of a. So value of a will be 8 kilometers. So 8 square will be 64. And the next step, value of b. So value of b will be the total distance, which is 10, and 5 will be 15 kilometers. So 15 square plus 64. So 15 square will be 225. So 225. So 64 plus 225 is equals to square root of 289. So 289 will be 17 square. So finally answer for this question will be 17 kilometers. Just an easy question that was asked in RRB JE exam. So remember that only if you know this Pythagoras theorem, how to solve a question that is based on Pythagoras theorem, you can crack this. or otherwise it is very difficult. That's what I am saying. If you didn't watch all the tutorial videos, kindly go to my YouTube channel and try to watch all the videos initially and try to learn all the 7 different lessons so that you can just like that crack all the questions here. Question number 2, and this was asked in 27th August, shift number 1. Starting from a school, Vipul moved 5 km to the west. So from this point, let me fix this starting point. So from the starting point, a person Vipul is moving 5 km towards the west. So this will be 5 kilometers. And second point, and then he takes a left turn and moves 10 kilometers. So remember that if Vipul is walking in the direction of west, then right hand side will be this side, left hand side will be this side. So after reaching 5 kilometers, he is taking a left turn and now he is walking 10 kilometers. He then takes 2 successive left turns covering 10 km and 15 km respectively. So after reaching this point, he is taking 2 left turns. In the first left turn, he is covering 10 kilometers. After taking another left turn, he is covering 15 kilometers. So remember that first left turn, if he is walking in the direction of southern side, then this will be right and this will be left. So from this point, he is initially covering 10 kilometers. And we already know that here we have covered 5 kilometers and this will be another 5 kilometers. So totally, after taking a left turn, he covered a 10 kilometers. And from this point, again he is taking a left turn and covering 15 kilometers. We already know that this parallel line is 10 kilometers. So 15 kilometers will be here. So this will be 10 and this will be 5 kilometers. Only then we can say the total distance will be 15 kilometers. So friends, got it? So from this point, he is taking 2 successive left turn. So first left turn covering 10 kilometers. Second left turn, he is covering 15 kilometers. And the last point, finally, he takes another left turn, covers 10 kilometers. So from this point, he is taking another left turn will be this side and covering 10 kilometers. So remember that this parallel line is 5 kilometers. So from this point, he is taking a left turn and covering a 10 kilometers. So this will be the total distance of 10 kilometers. So finally, he will be at this point. And what is the question? In which direction is he now with respect to his school? Our target to find from the school in which direction he is. We know that this will be the starting point and this will be the ending point. Our target is from the school, we need to find what is the direction. So from the school, the direction will be northwest. So answer for question number 2 will be northwest. It's an easy question. You can easily crack this. Question number 3, and this was asked in 27th August, shift number 2. Prakash walks 4 km towards the western side. So this will be the starting point. From here, Prakash is walking 4 km, that is towards a western side. Turn left and walk 5 km. So from here, he is turning a left and walking 5 km. So this will be the left hand side and finally reaching this point. He then turns to right and walk 8 km. So if he is walking in the direction of southern side, so this will be left and this will be right. So from this point, he is taking a right turn and now he is covering 8 kilometers. Then finally, he turned right and walked 10 kilometers. So from this point, he is taking a right turn and walking 10 kilometers. We already know that he have covered 5 kilometers parallelly. So 10 kilometers will be, so this will be 5 kilometers and this will be another 5 kilometers. So only then we can say after taking a right turn, he covered a total distance of 10 kilometers. Okay. How far? I think this will be the starting point and this will be the ending point. And what is the question? How far in kilometer is he from the starting point? So our target to find what is the shortest distance between the starting and ending point. So what you have to do? First, you need to draw a small dotted line which represents a slope. Step number 2, you need to frame a right angle triangle. So only then you can able to find what will be the distance of the slope. So question marks is equals to a root of a square plus b square, Pythagoras theorem, and this will be the value of a and this distance will be the value of b. So value of a, and we already know that the parallel line is 5 km. So similarly the value of a will be 5, that is 5 square will be 25. Second is value of b. So this total distance will be value of b. So here we have covered 4 km and 8 km. So the total distance of B will be 12 kilometers. So 12 will be 144. So finally 169. So 169 will be 13 square, that is 13 kilometer. So finally answer for question number 3 will be 13 kilometer. Question number 4. Someone walked 5 km towards southwest. So listen here, what they are saying, from the starting point, Sohan is walking 5 kilometer towards southwest. So always remember that if he is traveling from the starting point to southwest, so draw a line at an angle of 45 degree. So from here, where Sohan is covering 5 kilometers at an angle of southwest, and finally he will be reaching this point. Second, and he took a right turn and walked 3 kilometers. So remember that from this point he is taking a right turn. So if he is walking in this direction, so right hand side will be this side and left hand side will be this side. So now he is taking a right turn from this point. Now how much kilometer he covered? He covered 3 kilometers. So friends, got it? If he is walking in this direction, so right hand side will be this side and left hand side will be this side. So he is exactly turning right hand side and he is walking 3 kilometers. Next, finally he turned to right again and walked 9 kilometers. So from this point, now he is turning right. So remember that if he is walking in this direction, so left hand side will be this side, right hand side will be this side. So after taking a right turn, now he is covering 9 kilometers. So this will be only 5 kilometers, right? So 9 kilometers will be somewhere else at this point. So we can say, so totally he is covering 9 kilometers. Next, what is the question says, how far in which direction Sohan is now with respect to the starting point. So listen carefully, our target to find what is the distance between the starting and the ending point. Got it? So listen carefully, we already know that this parallel line is 3 kilometers. Similarly, we can have another parallel line here which is 3 kilometers. Friends, got it? Because we already know that one parallel line that we drawn here is 3 kilometers, and then he is taking a right turn and covering a total distance of 9 kilometers. So from this starting point we can draw another parallel line which represents 3 kilometers. So now our target to find the shortest distance between starting and ending point. So finally we frame the slope. So slope is equal to root of a square plus root of b square. So this will be 5 kilometer and this will be remaining 4 kilometer. So we can say the value of a will be 3 and value of b will be 4. So a will be 3 square, b will be 4 square. So 3 square will be 9, 4 square will be 16. So this will be root of 25. So finally we got an answer as 5 kilometer. Really and simplest and easy question. So remember that in lesson number 4 or lesson number 5 in my YouTube channel, I have taught the same question. Right, traveling northeast, southwest. In those cases, how to find a Pythagoras theorem. So this is the way you have to find the answer. So this will be the answer for question number 4. Question number 5. A boy walked 2 kilometers towards a western side. So from the starting point, a boy is walking 2 kilometers towards the western side, and turn left and walk 3 kilometers. So from this point, he is turning a left hand side and he is walking 3 kilometers. Then he took a right turn and walked 4 kilometers. So if he is walking in this direction, right hand side will be this side and left hand side will be this side. So after covering this, he is taking a right turn and now he is covering 4 kilometers. Okay. So finally he took a left turn and walked 5 kilometers. So again from this point, he took a left turn and now he is walking 5 kilometers. Okay, so what is the question? How far is he from the starting point? So our target to find what is the distance between starting and the ending point. So first what you need to do, you need to draw a small dotted line here which represents a slope, and step number 2, you need to frame a right angle triangle. So finally we frame the right angle triangle. So if you need to find what is the shortest distance, that is this dotted line, a slope. So question mark is equal to root of a square plus b square. So value of a will be this distance and this will be the value of b. So value of a, here we have 4 kilometers and another 2 kilometers. So the total distance will be 6 kilometers, that is 6 square. Next is value of b. So value of b will be the total height. So here we have covered 3 kilometers and here we have covered 5 kilometers. So 5 and 3 will be the total height, which is 8 square. So 6 square will be 36, 8 square will be 64. So finally root of 100 will be 10 kilometers. That's it. So finally answer for 5th question will be 10 kilometers. This was asked in 28th August, shift number 1. Question number 6. Ravi cycled 7 kilometers southwards, turned right and covered 4 kilometers. So initially Ravi cycled 7 kilometers towards southward. Let me fix this will be the starting point. So from here Ravi is traveling 7 kilometers towards southward, and turned right and covered 4 kilometers. So right hand side will be this side, and he is turning a right and covering a distance of 4 kilometers. Then he turned right again and moved 10 kilometers. So from this point he is turning a right hand side and he is covering a distance of 10 kilometers. So we already know that this will be 7 kilometers. So this will be the remaining 3 kilometers. So the total distance that was covered will be 10 kilometers. I think that's it. That this will be the ending point and this will be the starting point. And what is our target? How far he is from the starting point. So from the starting point, our target to find what is the distance, shortest distance. So first frame a right angle triangle here. So our target to find the slope. So if we need to find the slope, then we need to find what is the value of A and what is the value of B, because slope is equal to root of A square plus B square. Now we know that the value of A will be the parallel line, which is 3 kilometers. So 3 square will be 9. Next, value of B. So value of B, here we know that after taking a right turn, he is covering 4 kilometers. So value of B, both are parallel line, which is 4 kilometer. So value of B will be 4 square, that is 16. So this will be 25 and 5 kilometers. So finally answer for question number 5 is 5 kilometers. Question number 7. A man is facing east. So what they are saying, a man is facing east, he turns 45 degree in clockwise direction. So we know that this will be clockwise direction and this will be anti-clockwise direction. So initially a man is facing in the direction of east. Then what they are doing is, he is turning 45 degree in clockwise direction. So if he turn 45 degree in clockwise direction, so now he will be facing southeast direction. Got it? So this will be 45 degree clockwise direction. Next point. Finally, and another 90 degree, right? After turning 45 degree, he is again turning 90 degree. So remember that this will be another 45 and this will be another 45. So now he will be facing southwest direction. So from this point, he is again turning clockwise direction, that is 90 degree. So read the question carefully. A man initially facing east, then he turns 45 degree in a clockwise direction and another 90 degree in the same direction, which means another 90 degree in a clockwise direction. Finally, he turns 180 degree in anti-clockwise direction. So we know that this will be clockwise and this will be anti-clockwise. So from this point, he is turning 180 degree in anti-clockwise direction. So anti-clockwise direction 180 degree, just opposite to it. So now finally he is facing northeast direction. So this will be 90, this will be 45 and this will be another 45. So we can say the total angle will be 180 degree. So finally now he is facing in the direction of northeast. So what is the question? Which direction he is facing now? So finally he is facing in the direction of northeast. So remember that the question that is based on angles, a degree, I have taught you lesson number 5 and 6. Don't forget to watch that video. And this was the question asked in 29th August, shift number 3. Question number 8. A man is facing north. So similar to the question, similar to the previous question. So initially a man, what he is doing, he is facing north. He turns 45 degree in clockwise direction. So this will be clockwise direction. So now he is turning 45 degree in clockwise direction. And then he turns 180 degree in anti-clockwise direction. So he is turning 180 degree in anti-clockwise direction. He will be exactly at the opposite side. So now from this point, he is turning 180 degree anti-clockwise direction. Finally, he turns 90 degree in clockwise direction. So from this point, he is turning 90 degree in clockwise direction. Remember that this will be 45 and another 45. So he will be facing in this direction. Friends, got it? From this point, he is turning 90 degree in clockwise direction. So this will be 145 degree and this will be another 45 degree. So 90 degree total will be 90 degree. So finally now he is facing northwest direction. And what is the question? Which direction he is facing now? So finally he is facing the direction of northwest. So this will be the answer, and this was asked in 30th August, shift number 1. So initially we have solved just 8 questions, that is memory based question that was asked in the previous RRB JE. So now what we are going to do is we are going to solve nearly 40 plus questions, sample questions in the direction topic. So watch the complete video and practice more and more number of questions. Definitely getting 1 mark in the RRB JE that is based on direction will be very easy. So beginners, kindly don't directly come and watch this video. So try to learn all the 7 different lessons which I have posted in YouTube channel. So after watching it, kindly watch the video. Definitely it will be helpful. So let me move on to some of the question and the topic directions. Now let me move on to some of the direction question so that you will have a better practice for this topic direction. So let me move on to first question. A man starts from a point, walks 4 miles towards north. So we know that we always start from this point. From this point, a man is walking 4 miles towards north. So let me assume this as 4 miles towards north. Second point, and turn left and walk 6 miles. So if he walks in this direction, then turning left will be this side and he is walking 6 miles. Okay. So then turns right and walks 3 miles. Again from this point, he is turning right and walking 3 miles. And again turns right and walks 4 miles. We know that this will be 6 miles. From here, he is turning right and walking only 4 miles. Somewhere at this point. So this will be 4 meters. And next point, and takes rest for 30 minutes. So after reaching this point, he is taking rest for 30 minutes. Okay. And he gets up and walks straight 2 miles. Listen here, from this point, he is walking 2 miles straight. We already know that he is walking in this direction. So if he is walking straight again, so definitely this will be 2 miles. So finally, he will be reaching at this point. And last point, what they are saying, and turns right and walk 1 mile. So from this point, he is turning right and walking 1 mile. Okay. So finally, what is the question? What is the direction he is facing? Which direction he is facing? He is facing the southern direction. So answer for question number 1 is south. So remember that after reaching this point, he is taking 30 minutes rest. And before reaching this point, we already know that he is walking in this direction. So after taking rest, he is walking 2 miles straight. So straight will be this side. We already know that this is 4 miles and 2 miles. So total distance will be 6 miles. Exactly, he will reach this point. So after reaching this point, he is taking right and walking 1 mile. So taking right will be this side and walking 1 mile. So finally, he reached this point. And what is the question? In which direction he is facing now? So now he is facing the south direction. So answer for question number 1 is south. Question number 2. Arun started from point A and walks 10 km towards east. So from point A, let me assume this is point A. So from this point, Arun is walking 10 km towards eastern side. So let me assume this as 10 kilometers and he walking in the eastern side direction. To point B. So this will be point B. Then turn to north and walk 3 kilometers. So from this point, he is turning towards north and he is walking 3 kilometers. And to point C, so this will be point C. Okay. And next point is, and then turn to west and walks 12 kilometers. So he is turning towards the west direction and he is walking 12 kilometers. So remember that this distance is only 10 kilometers. So from here, he is walking towards west, that is 12 kilometers. So definitely he will be exactly at this somewhere else at this point, because this will be 10 kilometers. This will be 2 kilometers. Only then we can say the total distance will be 12 kilometers. Okay. Then they are saying this is point D. Then turn south and walk 3 kilometers. Then again he is turning to the southern side, this direction, and he is walking how much kilometer? 3 kilometers. We already know that this parallel line is also 3 kilometers. So he will be exactly at this point. And they are saying this is point E. In which direction is E from the standing point? Listen carefully. In which direction is E from the starting point? We already know that the starting point is A and E will be the ending point. The question says, in which direction from the starting point the person ends? From the starting point, the person is in the direction west. So answer for this question is west. So most important, drawing a diagram is easy, but finding the answer you should be little bit careful. Look at the question, which direction is E from a starting point? A will be the starting point, E will be the ending point. From the starting point, E is in the direction, that is ending point is in the direction of west. So answer for question number 2 is west. Question number 3. A rat runs 20-inch towards east. So from the starting point, let me fix this as starting point. From here, a rat runs 20-inch towards east. So this will be 20-inch towards east. And turns right and runs 10-inch. So turning right will be, if the rat is running in this direction, then right hand side will be this side. And the rat is running 10-inch after turning a right. and turns right again and running 9 inch. So from this point, if the rat turns again right, then this will be right hand side, and the rat is running only 9 inch. So we keep this as 9 inch. And again turns left, runs 5 inch. So if rat is running in this direction, left hand side will be this side and right hand side will be this side. So what they are saying is, a rat, after reaching this point, a rat turns left and runs 5 inch. So this will be left, and the rat is running at 5 inch. And then turns left, runs 12 inch. Again from this point, a rat is turning left and runs 12 inch. We already know that this is 9. So definitely somewhere else at this point, this will be 12 inch. And finally turns to left and runs 6 inch. So from this point, again the rat turning left and running 6 inch, and this parallel line is 5 inch. So definitely turning left, this will be 6 inch. So this will be the ending point and this will be the starting point. And what is the question? Now what direction is the rat facing? We already know that from this point a rat is running 6 inch towards north, and final question is, now what direction the rat facing? The rat is facing in the north direction. So answer for question number 3 is north. Question number 4. A child walks 25 feet towards north. So let me fix this as starting point. From here, a child is walking 25 feet towards north. So let me assume this is 25 feet towards north. So child will be walking in this direction. Then turns towards right and walks 40 feet. So from this point, if a child is walking in the direction of north, then right hand side will be this side. So from here, child is turning right and walking 40 feet. So 40 feet. Next point, turns right again and walks 45 feet. So listen here, from this point, a child is taking right and walking 45 feet. And we already know that what is 45 feet, right? We already know that this is 25. So 45 will be around, this will be 25 feet and this will be 20 feet. Only then we can say from this point, a child take right turn and walks 45 feet. So the total distance will be 45. And he then turns left and walks 20 feet. So from this point, the child is taking a left turn. If the child is walking in this direction, then right hand side will be this side and left hand side will be this side. And the question says, after reaching 45 feet, he turns a left turn and walks 20 feet. So left hand side will be this side and the child is walking 20 feet. Then he turns left again and walks 20 feet. So he is taking left again. So left hand side, if the child is walking in this direction, right will be this side and left will be this side. So after reaching this point, a child is taking a left turn and walking 20 feet. We already know that this parallel line is also 20 feet. So child will be exactly at this point. And last point, what they say, finally he turns towards a left to walk another 20 feet. So again from this point, a child is taking a left turn and again he is walking 20 feet. So this parallel line is 20 feet. So from this point, if he takes a left turn and walks 20 feet, so finally the child will be exactly at this point, and this will be the ending point and this will be the starting point. So what the question says, in which direction is the child from the starting point? So from the starting point, we have to find in which direction the child is. So from the starting point, the child is in the direction of east. So we can say answer for this question number 4 is east. So remember that diagram plays a major role, right? Once you draw the diagram perfectly, then finding the answer will be very, very simple. Question number 5. A man starts from a point, walks 8 km towards north. So let me fix that this is a starting point. From here, a man is towards north, he is walking 8 kilometers. So let me assume this is 8 kilometers and he is walking towards north. Turns right and walks 12 kilometers. If he is walking in this direction, right hand side will be this side. So he is turning right hand side and he is walking 12 kilometers. And turns left and walks 7 kilometers. So from here he is turning left and walking 7 kilometers. And the next point is turns and walks 24 kilometers towards southern side. So listen here, after walking this point, he is again turning to southern direction. So in this direction, and he is walking 24 kilometers. So we already know that this total distance will be 15. So this will be 15 kilometers total distance. and he is walking 24, right? So this will be another 9 kilometers. So only then we can say after reaching this point, he is turning towards southern direction and he is walking 24 kilometers. So the total distance will be 24 kilometers. So finally he will be at this point. Turns right and walks 12 kilometers. So from this point he is turning right. So if he is walking in this direction, right hand side will be this side and he is walking 12 kilometers. We already know that this parallel line is also 12. So we can say he will end up at this point. So this will also be 12 kilometers. So this will be the ending point and this will be the starting point. And what the question says, in which direction is E from the starting point? So from the starting point, E is in the direction of southern side. So answer for this question number 5, answer is southern side. Question number 6. You are going straight first eastwards. So what they are saying, from the starting point, he is initially going straight, that is towards eastwards. So we can say eastern side will be this side. They didn't give you at what distance, but they have said that initially he is walking in the east direction. Then turn towards right. So if he is turning right, then he will be in this direction, and then again turning right. Then again, if he is walking in the southern direction, right hand side will be this side, left hand side will be this side. Now he is taking a right turn. So let me fix anywhere else at this point. So he is taking a right turn. They didn't give you any distance. Then left turn, right? Finally he is taking a left turn. So left hand side will be this side. So what is the question? In which direction you will be going now? So our target is finally in which direction we are going. So finally we are going in the southern direction. So answer for question number 6 is south. Question number 7. Roy walks 2 kilometers towards east. So from the starting point, Roy is walking 2 kilometers towards east. And then he turns northwest and walks 3 kilometers. So listen here, if he is turning northwest, just make a small direction like this. If you are a beginner, north, south, west and east. Now what they are saying is, he is turning towards northwest and walks 3 kilometers. So northwest will be this direction and he is walking 3 kilometers. So he will be exactly at somewhere else at this point, 3 kilometers. Then he turns south and walks 5 kilometers. We know that this will be 3 kilometers. He is turning southern side will be this side and he is walking 5 kilometers. Then turns west and walks 2 kilometers. So from this point, he is turning towards west direction and he is walking 2 kilometers. And then finally, he turns towards north and walks 6 kilometers. So he is turning towards north and walking 6 kilometers. We already know that this total distance is 5. Now what they are saying, he is turning towards north and walking 6 kilometers. So he will be exactly somewhere else at this point. Okay. Then what is the question? In which direction is E from the starting point? So our target to find from the starting point, E is in which direction? We know that this will be ending point and this will be starting point. So from the starting point, E is in the direction of northwest. So answer for question number 7 is northwest. Question number 8. Raghu starts from his house in his car and travel 8 kilometers towards north. So from his house, let me keep this as a Raghu house. From this point, Raghu travels 8 kilometers towards north. So let me assume this as 8 kilometers and he is traveling towards north. Then 6 kilometers towards east. So eastern side will be this side. He is traveling 6 kilometers towards east direction. Then 10 kilometers towards a right. So he is taking a right turn and he is traveling 10 kilometers. We know that this parallel line is 8 kilometers. So if it is 10, so this will be 8 kilometers and this will be 2 kilometers. Only then we can say after taking a right turn where Raghu travels a total distance of 10 kilometers. 4 kilometers towards his left. So from this point he is taking a left turn and he is driving 4 kilometers. So this will be 4 kilometers. 10 kilometers towards north. Again he is traveling 10 kilometers towards north. We know that this parallel line is 2 kilometers. So 10 kilometers. So this can be 2 kilometers and this will be 8 kilometers. So total distance again will be 10 kilometers and these 2 points will be exactly the same line. Last point, finally 4 kilometers towards right. So from this point he is taking a right turn and he is traveling 4 kilometers. So this will be the ending point and this will be the starting point, that is Raghu house. And what is the question? In which direction is he now referring from the starting point, from the reference from the starting point? So our target to find from the starting point in which direction Raghu is. From the starting point, the Raghu is at northeast direction. So answer for question number 8 is northeast. Question number 9. Ram walks 10 kilometers or 10 meters towards south from his house. So let me fix as Ram house is here. From this point, Ram is walking 10 meters towards southern direction. And turn left and walks 25 meter, and he is turning left hand side. So this will be right side and this will be left hand side. He is turning left hand side and he is walking 25 meters. And he will be at this point. And turns left and walks 40 meters. So from this point, he is taking a left turn and he is walking 40 meters. We know that this parallel line is 10 meter. So 40 meter will be exactly somewhere else at this point, because this will be 10 meter and this will be 30 meter. So only then we can say after turning left turn, he is walking a total distance of 40 meters. Okay. Then what is the last point? And turns right and walks 5 meters. So from this point, he is taking a right turn and he is walking 5 meters. So this will be the ending point and this will be the Ram's house, that is starting point. And what is the question? In which direction is the school from his house? So what they are saying, he is ending at school and he is starting from his house. So our target to find in which direction Ram is from his house. So from his house, Ram is in the direction of northeast. So answer for this question number 9 is northeast. Question number 10. A boy was misdirected from his house while returning to his home from his school. In order to reach his home, he first moved 3 kilometers in southern direction. So let me fix, this will be the starting point. From here, he is walking 3 kilometers towards southern direction. So this will be 3 kilometers towards south. Okay. And turn to his left and walks 2 kilometers. So if he is walking in this direction, right hand side will be this side, left hand side will be this side. Now he is turning a left turn and he is walking 2 kilometers. And 3 kilometers, then he walked 2 kilometers in straight on the road leading to the east. Yeah, it's leading to the east. So from there, he moved to his left and walked 3 kilometers. So from this point, he is taking a left turn. So left turn and he is walking 3 kilometers. We know that this parallel line is also 3 kilometers. So he will be exactly at this point. So these 2 points lie on exactly on the same line. After this, he again turned to his left and moved 1 kilometer. So from this point, he is walking 3 kilometers. After this, he is turning a left turn. Left turn will be this side and he is walking 1 kilometers. So this will be 1 kilometers. Finally, he reaches his home. Okay, so what they are saying is, he finally reaches a home and this will be the starting point. And what is the question? The home of a boy was in which direction from his school? So this will be the school and this is the boy's home, and what they are saying is from the school in which direction the home is. So from the school, the home is in the direction of east. So answer for question number 10 will be east. So diagram is important, right? So remember, if you practice more and more number of questions, then solving a direction question in any competitive exam will be very, very simple. Question number 11. Sumi ran a distance of 40 meters towards south. So let me fix this as starting point. So from here, a person is running towards southern direction, that is 40 meters. Then she turned right and walks about 15 meters. So if he is walking in this direction, so he is running right. So if he is running in this direction, then right hand side will be this side. And after this, he is taking a right turn and runs 15 meters. Okay. And turned right again and ran 50 meters. Listen here, from this point where she is turning right and he is running and she is running 50 meters and this will be 40 meters. If she is running 50 meters, then she will be at this point somewhere else, because this will be 40 meters. And this will be 10 meters. Only then we can say the total distance that she ran will be 50 meters. Turned to his right and ran for 15 meters. Again from this point, she is turning a right turn and he is running 15 meters. We know that these two lines are 15 meters. So finally she will be exactly at this point. So finally, she turned to the left angle of 45 degree. Listen carefully. From this point, she is turning left at an angle of 45 degree. So if she turns left, and this will be 90 degree, right? And what they are saying, she is turning a left hand side and at an angle of 45 degree. So this will be the angle of 45 degree. So we can say this total distance will be 90 degree, exactly off will be 45 degree. So from here she turns a left at an angle of 45 degree, and she is running, right? They didn't say at what distance she is running. Final point what they are saying is she turns 45 degree and she is running. Okay, so what is the question? In which direction was she running finally? In which direction she is running? She is running in the direction of northwest. So finally answer for question number 11 is northwest. Very interesting. So remember that this area is most important, right? So after reaching this point, if she is turning exactly left, then this will be 90 degree. But the question says she is turning left at an angle of 45 degree. So we can say of this angle 90 will be 45. So now she is running in the direction of northwest. So answer for this question is northwest. Question number 12. Govind starts from his house towards west. After walking a distance of 25 meter, he turns towards right. So from the starting point, what the person Govind is doing is walking towards west after walking a distance of 25 meter. So initially he is walking in the west direction with 25 meters. And then he turned towards a right and walks 10 meters. So right hand side will be this side, and the person Govind is walking 10 meter after turning towards a right. He then turned left and moving a distance of 10 meters. So from this point, he is again taking a left turn and walking a distance of 10 meters. Then turns to his left again and walks 40 meters. So from here, where the person Govind is again taking left turn and he is walking 40 meters. So this will be 10 and this will be 30. So the total distance will be 40 meters. So this will be the ending point. And what is the last point? He now turns to his left again and walks 5 meters. So if he is walking in the southern direction, then right hand side will be this side and left hand side will be this side. So from here he is taking a left turn and just walking only 5 meters. Finally, he turns to his left. In which direction is he walking now? So finally from this point again he is taking a left turn and walking, right? And what is the question? Finally, in which direction he is walking now? He is walking in the direction of north. So answer for this question number 12. Finally, he is walking in the direction of north. Question number 13. I am facing east. Turning to right, I go 20 meters. So listen carefully, most important question. So what they are saying is, from the starting point, he is facing the east direction. Then he is turning a right turn. If we are facing in the east direction, right hand side will be this side, left hand side will be this side. So initially he is taking a right turn and he is walking 20 meters. Got it? So what they are saying, a person is facing east and turn right. If he is facing in the east direction, right hand side will be this side. So now he walks 20 meter turning right. Next point, then turning to left, I go 20 meters. So from this point, a person is walking how much meter? 20 meter left hand side. Left hand side will be this side. He is walking 20 meters. Then and turning to right, I go 20 meters. From this point, again the person is turning right and walking 20 meters. Next point, then after turning to right, I go 40 meters. From this point, if we are turning right and walking 40 meter, so this will be 20 meter. So we can say somewhere else at this point, this will be 20 and this will be 20. So the total distance will be 40 meter. From this point, he is taking a right turn and walking 40 meters. And then I go 40 meters to the right. So from this point again he is taking a right turn and walking 40 meters. So this will be 20 meters and this parallel line will be 20 meters. So the total distance will be 40 meters. So we can say the ending point exactly lie on the same line, that is starting and ending point. So both the points exactly lie on the same line. So this total distance will be 40 meters. And what the question says, in which direction I am from the original position. From the original position, we are in the direction of west. So what the question says, from the starting point, the ending point is in the direction of west. So answer for question number 13 is west. Question number 14. Four players P, Q, R, S are standing in a play field in such a way that Q is east of P. So listen carefully, totally there are four players. Out of these four players, where Q is to the east of P, which means P eastern side, Q is standing. So let me fix P anywhere else at this point. So P eastern side will be this side. So P eastern side, the person Q is standing. Then R is to the south of P. So P southern side where R is standing. So P southern side will be this side where R is standing. Last point, R is to the south of P. Okay. So P southern side, R is standing. S is to the north of P. So P north, the person S is standing. So this will be S. So finally P north, S is standing. P southern side, R is standing. And the P eastern side, Q is standing. And what the question says, in which direction Q is S standing, right? What they are saying, in which direction of Q S is standing. So from Q, our target to find what is the direction of S. So from Q, the direction of S will be northwest. So answer for this question number 14 will be northwest. Simplest question, but you need to be little bit careful, right? So finally from Q, remember that of Q represents from Q. So from Q, our target to find what is the direction of S. So from Q, the direction of S will be northwest. Question number 15. A tourist drives 10 km towards west. So from the starting point, the tourist is driving 10 km towards west. So let me assume this is 10 kilometers. So 10 kilometers towards west. And turns to left and takes a drive of another 4 kilometers. So from this point, the driver takes a left turn and he is driving 4 kilometers. He then drive towards east another 4 kilometers. So eastern side will be this side and he is driving another 4 kilometers towards the direction of east. And turns to right and drives 5 kilometers. So from this point, the driver takes a right turn, right hand side will be this side, and he is driving a distance of 5 kilometers. And finally, afterwards, he turned towards left and traveled 6 kilometers. So if the driver is driving a bus or a car in this direction, left hand side will be this side, and he is taking a left turn and he is driving 6 kilometers. Listen carefully. We know that this parallel line is 10 kilometers and this will be 4 kilometers. From here, the driver takes a left turn and he is driving 6 kilometers. So exactly at this point, the driver stops the vehicle. Got it, friends? This will be 4, this will be 6. The total distance will be 10 kilometers, right? So this will be the ending point and this will be the starting point. And what is the question? In which direction is E from the starting point? So from the starting point, the driver is in the direction of south. So answer for question number 15 is south. Question number 16. Going 40 meter to the south of his house, Ramdev turns left and goes another 10 meter. So what they are saying is going 40 meter to the south of his house. So initially from his house, the person Govind is walking south towards 40 meter. So let me assume that this will be 40 meter. Okay. Then what they are saying, Ramdev turns left and goes another 10 meter. So from here, he is taking a left turn and he is walking how many meters? 10 meters. So left hand side will be this side and he is walking 10 meters. Then turning to north, he goes 20 meters. So north and he is walking 20 meters. So this will be 20, stops at exactly at this point. Okay. And then starts walking to his house. So listen carefully, after reaching this point, he is again start walking towards his house. We know that the starting point will be his house. So we can say he will be walking in this direction in order to reach his house. And what is the question? In which direction is he walking now? Listen carefully. From this point, and he is walking towards the house. So our target to find in which direction he is walking. So he is walking in the direction of northwest. So finally answer for question number 16 is northwest. Question number 17. Raghu starts from his house in a car and travels 8 km towards north. So from this point, Raghu is starting from his house and he is traveling 8 km towards north. So let me assume this as 8 kilometers towards north. And then 6 km towards east. So from this point, he is traveling 6 km towards east. 4 km towards his left. So from this point, he is taking a left turn and he is walking 4 kilometers. Okay. Then finally what they say is 10 kilometer towards north. Again he is traveling 10 kilometer towards north. From this point, again 10 kilometer towards north. Okay. Then, and finally 4 kilometer towards his right. So after reaching this point, he is taking a right turn and he is walking 4 kilometers. I think this will be the ending point. Yeah, this will be the ending point and this will be the starting point. And what is the question? In which direction is he now? Reference to the starting point. Our target to find from the starting point in which direction he is now. So from the starting point, he is in the direction of northeast. Somewhere else at this point northeast, right? So answer for this question, that is for question number 17. From the starting point, he is in the direction of northeast. Question number 18. Suresh walked 7 kilometer east. So okay, so from this point where Suresh is walking 7 kilometer towards the direction of east, and turn to his left and walk 4 kilometers. So he is taking a left turn and he is walking 4 kilometers. He then turned to his right and walk 5 kilometers. So from this point he is again taking a right turn and he is walking 5 kilometers. Finally, he again turned to his right and walk 4 kilometers. We already know that this distance is also 4 kilometers. So now from this point, after taking a right turn, he is again walking 4 kilometers. So both these 2 points will be exactly lie on the same line. Okay, that's it, right? So this will be the ending point and this will be the starting point. And what is the question? In which direction is he now from the starting point? From the starting point where the ending point is in the direction of east. So answer for question number 18 is east. Question number 19. Rajan started from his house and went 2 kilometers east. So from the starting point, Rajan is walking 2 kilometers towards east. Turned right and went 3 kilometers. So from here, Rajan is turning a right turn and he is walking 3 kilometers. Again turned right and went 3 kilometers. From this point where the Rajan is again taking a right turn and he is walking 3 kilometers. So remember that this is only 2 kilometers. So if he walks a total distance of 3 kilometers, then he will reach this point because this will be 2 kilometers. And this will be 1 kilometer, so that we can say after taking a right turn, he walked a total distance of 3 kilometers. Again, he turned right and covered 1 kilometer. So from this point, he is taking a right turn and he is covering 1 kilometers. And finally, after turning right, he goes 1 kilometer, right? So finally, he again turns right turn, right? If he again turns a right and walks 1 kilometer, he will be exactly ending point will be exactly on this line. Okay, and going and reaching the point K. So they are saying that the ending point is mentioned by a letter K. So what is the question? In which direction was Rajan walking when he reached? So listen carefully. The question is asking, what the question says, in which direction where the Rajan is walking before reaching the point K, right? So he is walking in the direction of east before he is reaching the point K. So we can say answer for this question number 19 will be east. So listen the question carefully. In which direction was Rajan walking when he reached? When he reached that point K, he is walking in the direction of east. So answer for question number 19 is east. Question number 20. So Johnson left his office in his car. He drove 15 kilometers towards north. So from the starting point, he is driving a car 15 kilometers towards north. So let me assume this total distance is 15 kilometers. And then 10 kilometers towards west. So west will be, he is taking a right turn and he is traveling 10 kilometers. Because they have directly mentioned from this point, he is driving 10 kilometers towards west. Okay. He then turned south and covered 5 kilometers. From this point, he is taking a southern side and he is driving only 5 kilometers. We know that this total distance will be 15. But from this point, he is taking southern side and he is driving only 5 kilometers. Then what they are saying, further he turned to east and moved 8 kilometers. So from this point, he again turned to eastern side and he is driving only 8 kilometers. So this parallel line is a total of distance 10 kilometers. But from this point, he is driving only 8 kilometers. So remaining we have 2 kilometers. Got it? Then finally he turned right and he moved 10 kilometers. So from this point again he is turning a right turn and he is driving 10 kilometers. So remember that we already know the total distance is 15 and we have covered 5 here. So from this point he is taking a right turn and covering 10 kilometers. So we can say the starting point and ending point will be exactly lie on the same line, because this will be 5 and this will be total distance of 10. So the total distance to parallel line will be 15 kilometers. That's it, starting point and ending point. Now what we need to find? How far and in which direction is E from the starting point? Listen here, we have to find two things. One is what is the distance between starting and ending point, and second is from the starting point in which direction the ending point is. Got it? Listen the question, how far and in which direction. We need to find the distance and also we need to find the direction. From the starting point, the ending point is in the direction of west. So we can say the direction will be west. Friends, got it? From the starting point, the ending point will be in the direction of west. Now let me find what is the distance between starting and ending point. We know that the total distance here is 10 kilometer and this small distance that we covered is 8 kilometer. Then what will be the remaining distance? The remaining distance will be 2 kilometers. So the distance from the starting and ending point is 2 kilometer. From the starting point, the ending point is in the direction of west. So final answer for question number 20 is 2 kilometer west. That's it, answer for question number 20. Question number 21. Mr. A travelled from point X straight towards east at a distance of 80 meter. So what they are saying, Mr. A travelled from point X, right? So let me assume the starting point is X and he is travelling towards west east direction, that is 80 meter. Let me assume that this will be 80 meter and he is travelling in the direction of east. He turned towards right and walked 40 meters. So now he is turning right and Mr. A is walking 40 meters. He again turned towards right and walked 80 meters. So from this point, if he is taking right, then right hand side will be this side. And we already know that the first initial covered distance is also 80. After turning right, again he is travelling 80 meters. So both these points will exactly lie on the same line. So 80 meters. Okay. He then turned towards left and walked 20 meters. So from here he turned left and he is walking 20 meters. And took a left again and walked 80 meters. So from here again he is taking a left turn and he is walking 80 meters. So if he is taking a left turn and walking 80 meters, so these 2 points lie on exactly on the same line, because both these lines distance will be 80 meters. Now he turned towards his left and walked 60 meters. So finally what they are saying, now he turned towards his left. So from this point he is again turning left and he is walking 60 meters and stopped. Listen carefully, if he turns left, left will be this side and he is walking 60 meters. So this will be 20 and this will be 40. So the total distance will be 60. So we can definitely say the ending point will be here. This will be the ending point. Friends, got it? So from here he is taking left and walking 60 meters. So this will already 20 meters and this is 40 meters. So total height will be 60 meters. So we can say after taking left turn, he cover a total distance 60 meters. So we can say the starting point and ending point exactly lie on the east. So what is the question? How far and in which direction E is from the starting point? They are asking two questions. One is the distance and second is the direction. So from the starting point, the ending point is in the direction of east. Now our target to find the distance. So from the starting point, the ending point is at a distance of 80 meter. So finally, answer for question number 21 will be 80 meter east. Question number 22. Rahul travels 10 km towards east. So from the starting point, Rahul is traveling 10 km towards east. And then takes a left turn and travel 3 km. So if he is walking in this direction, left hand side will be this side. And after taking a left turn, he covers a distance of 3 km. He then takes a right turn and travels 5 km. So right, this distance will be 5 km. He again takes a right turn and travels 8 km. So listen here, this distance is 3 km. Now from here he is taking a right turn and covers 8 km. So this will be 3 and this will be 5. So 3 kilometers, this will be 5 km. Only then we can say the total distance will be 8 kilometers. And finally he takes a right turn one more time and travels 3 kilometers. So from this point, he is taking a right turn and he is covering 3 kilometers. So right hand side will be this side. So he is taking a right turn and travels 3 kilometers. This will be the ending point, right? Yeah, this is the ending point. So what is our target? How far is he from a starting point and then which direction? So we have to find two things. One is our target to find in which direction, and also we need to find the shortest distance. So remember that I have taught you Pythagoras theorem based direction question in lesson number 3. Most important, if we stop anywhere else at this line, it is easy to find the answer. In case if the stopping point is anywhere else at the southwest or northeast, then we have to use a Pythagoras theorem, no other way. So from the starting point, our target to find what is the ending point distance, shortest distance. So let me frame a Pythagoras theorem here. So listen carefully, we know that this distance will be 3 kilometers and the total distance will be 10 and 5, 15 kilometers. So we can say the remaining will be 2 kilometers. Friends, got it? Listen carefully. So this total distance will be 10 kilometers and 5 kilometers. The total distance will be 15 kilometers. But the Pythagoras theorem, the right angle triangle will be, you can frame here, this will be the right angle triangle. Our target to find the slope, the shortest distance. So this will be 3 kilometers, then remaining 12 kilometers will be here. And we need to find what is the height. So listen carefully, this is 5 kilometers. So this distance will be 5 kilometers. So what is the Pythagoras theorem? C is equals to root of a square plus b square. So 12 square will be 144, 5 square will be 25. So this will be root of 169. So 169 will be 13 kilometer. So finally the shortest distance will be 13 kilometer and the direction. So from the starting point, the direction of the ending point will be southeast. So finally answer for this question 13 kilometer southeast. So if you can't able to understand this, don't forget to watch my lesson number 3 direction video. Only then you can able to understand this. So finally answer for this question is 13 kilometer southeast. Question number 23. Shahul walks 30 meter north, then she turns right. So first of all, from the starting point, Shahul is walking 30 meter towards north. So let me assume this as 30 meter. And then he is taking a right turn and walks 30 meter again. So right turn and he is walking 30 meter again. She turns a right turn and walks 55 meters. So from this point, she is taking a right turn and walking 55 meters. We already know that this will be 30 meters. From here, this will be 30 meters and this will be 25 meters. Only then we can say the total distance after taking a right turn will be 55 meters. Then she takes a left turn and walks 20 meters. If she is walking in this direction, so this will be right and this will be left. So from this point she is taking a left turn and she is walking 20 meters. So this will be 20 meters. Okay. Then she turns left and walks 25 meters. Listen here, from this point she is taking a left turn and walking 25 meters. We already know that this distance is 25. So from here she is taking a left turn, again walking 25 meters. So definitely it will be exactly at the east point. That's it, right? This will be the ending point and this will be the starting point. What is the question? How many meters away and in which direction is she from the original position? Again, we need to find two things. One is our target to find starting ending point distance, and also from starting point, what is the direction of the ending point. So from starting point, the direction of the ending point is east. And next our target to find the distance. So from the starting point, this will be 30 meter and this will be 20 meter. So the total distance will be 50 meter. So 50 meter east will be the answer for question number 3. Got it? So this will be 30 and this will be 20. So starting and ending point, the total distance will be 50 meters. So finally answer for question number 23 is 50 meter east. Number 24. A boy runs 20 meter towards east. So let me fix this with starting point 20 meter towards east and turns right and runs 10 meters. So from this point the person is turning right and he is walking 10 meters. So this will be 10 meters. And turns to right, runs 9 meters. So from this point again he is taking a right turn but running only 9 meters. Because this will be 20 meter, 9 meter will be somewhere else at this point. So taking right and he is walking 9 meters. And turns left and runs 5 meter. So from this point, if this will be right and this will be left. So from this point he is taking a left turn and he is walking 5 meters or 5 meters. So 5 meters. Okay. And turns to left and runs 12 meters. So from this point again he is taking a left turn and he is running 12 meters, and this will be 9. So 12 will be somewhere else at this point. From this point left turn and he is running 12 meters. And finally turns to left and runs 6 meters. So again from this point he is taking a left and he is running 6 meters. And he stops anywhere else at this point, right? Okay, so what is the question? Now which direction is the boy facing? Just our target to find, not the distance. Our target to find in which direction he is facing now. In which direction he is facing? He is facing north. So finally answer for this question is north. In case if they ask what is the distance, then what you guys have to do? You have to frame a right angle triangle, no other way. By using a Pythagoras theorem, only by using a Pythagoras theorem you can able to find the answer. But here the question says in which direction the boy is moving. Definitely the answer is north. This will be the answer for question number 24. Question number 25. Keshav walks 15 km towards south. So from the starting point where the Keshav is walking 15 km towards south. Then he takes a right turn and walks 25 kilometers. So right hand side will be this side and he is walking 25 kilometers. He takes a right turn and walks 10 kilometers. Again from this point he is taking a right turn and he is walking 10 kilometers. We know that this total distance will be 15. So 10 kilometer will be 3/4 of the distance. So next is, in which direction is he from the starting point? Again listen here, they didn't ask you at what distance he is from the starting point. The question is in which direction is he from the starting point. So from the starting point our target to find what is the direction of the ending point. So from the starting point the direction of the ending point will be southwest. So answer for question number 25 is southwest.